Hello everybody, it's your boy Proftrof and we're back with some more Warhammer 40k content. I'm sorry, I have not seen much of it lately, but fuck it, we're back, we're gonna be doing more. Anyway, this was a very interesting video that Majorkill just did. Top 5 Space Marines who could beat a Custodes, Warhammer 40k. Okay, so I got myself a little list. I was thinking about it, okay? I just didn't jump into this video because I didn't know most. Okay, quick thing. I'm very bad with names, so I had to do some research about who it is so I don't, say that dude that did that one thing once upon a time. Anyway, I'm gonna play the video for a little bit before I tell you my picks and what I thought. Just to make sure he doesn't have any quirky rules like no champions of chaos and stuff like that. He probably has it because those guys are OP as fuck, right? Anyway,
g'day guys and gal.
Oh yeah, by the way, I'm pretty sure I watched his little poll. I voted on his little poll he did. So he's gonna I think he finally beat those two channels he didn't really like on subs, and I'm pretty sure that's what he's gonna announce here or something. I don't know why I say gal like that, it makes me uncomfortable. What?
G'day guys and gal. Custodes are a whole nother level in
damn, bro.
G'day guys and gal. Custodes.
Damn.
G'day guys and gal. Custodes are a whole nother level when compared to a Space Marine.
True.
But not only are they like a way higher level, but they're actually engineered to kill Space Marines. It would be like a level 10 Charmander versus a level 60 Blastoise. Not only are you completely outmatched in strength, speed, intelligence, and skill,
armor,
but you're also getting hard counted. Apart from a few dumbass writers who apparently mistake custodians for paraplegics, the Custodes have consistently slaughtered Space Marines en masse.
Damn.
A single Custodes is enough to wipe out an entire squad, and they repeatedly make Space Marines understand what it's like to be helpless. Despite this, there are some Marines that stand above the rest. Some that are so powerful and ruthless that they could genuinely kill a Custodian in a 1v1.
Okay.
Level 100 Charmanders. Just quickly. Come on. Nearly there.
I knew it. I knew you was gonna do that shit. Okay, let me see it. Okay, well, you guys are kinda... okay.
Nearly there.
Okay. So they're right at the edge.
One final flick of the dick and he'll be eating our dust. Subscribe. Today we'll go over the
what about the other dude? I thought he wanted to beat another dude as well.
Top 5 Space Marines that could beat a Custodian. The Custodian will be rank and file, hence won't be named, and the Space Marine will be as they were in their prime. There are
wait, just a basic Custodian? Okay, listen, why did he make a top 5 of this? I feel like this could be easily a top 25 video. Yeah. There's quite a lot of crazy motherfuckers out there, right? Like all those psychers. Like the Ultramarine Psyker dude, I forgot to check out his name. I thought he was like a special boy. I thought he's like a big dick energy.
Handful more Space Marines that could probably manage it, who won't be on this list, but I think the 5 Marines I'm about to show you have the best chance. Let's get into it.
Wait, no rules? Okay. I wanna go into my list. Okay, first I have Karn, the cheater. I revive every couple of times. Dude has a Mark of Khorne and he's a fucking cheater. Okay, what else do you need? He's basically Doom guy, but retarded. And now it's cool. And he has a kill count, which is kind of cool. Yes, that's my first pick. Second one, Dante. Okay, come on, brother. Dude's been alive since forever. He can clap all the cheeks he wants. Plus, he has plot protection. He needs to do something before he can die. So he's gonna clap Custodes for sure. Third one I have Lokan Grimnar. He's big, he's cool, kinda hairy. I like the dude. He can probably clap a Custodian. Let's be fucking honest. Abaddon. I don't know, this seems like a cheese. Like, I'm pretty sure if we're gonna say Karn, we should pretty much throw all the other chosen by chaos, special whatever cunts over there. Because I mean, they're special, right? I don't know. So I feel like Abaddon is a cheese pick here, because Abaddon should be able to. He's been a bitch most of the time, but he should be able to. Another thing, all the champions of the Emperor's champions could probably clap a Custodes, right? Kaldor Drago. He's a fucking cheat character. They had to get rid of my boy before he could destroy chaos in itself, so they threw him in the warp. Fucking cheat character. Gario Loken, I like that dude. He's pretty cool. I don't know if... Okay, is this cheating if I just Can I just say all the dudes that become Grey Knights? Come on. Grey Knights are awesome. I like those dudes. Giant Shark dude. I didn't check out his name. I think Giant Shark dude explains it too well. You know, the dude, this giant shark, space shark dude. Okay, Sigismund. Come on, Sigismund in his prime. I'm pretty sure the only reason Majorkill said in their prime is because of Sigismund. Let's be fucking honest. Dude beat Abaddon 1v1 when he was old, but died because of plot. I'm absolutely sure he's gonna be on this list. And last one I kind of like because I've been reading a lot about him lately is Custodes, the ultramarine little bitch boy. I like that dude. He's cool. He's a bit of a dick. He's a fucking idiot, but I like him. I like him a lot. He fights, okay?
Our first contender on this list is Abaddon. Whilst I do give...
Of course it is Abaddon. Fucking cheater. It's a cheat pick. This is a cheat pick. I don't like it.
There is no denying that he would be more than a match for our glorious golden banana boy.
By the way, if we're going for Space Marines, do we also count those dudes that are embedded in the armors? The really old ones? I'm pretty sure they could just win automatically because they're in the big armor tanks. Behemoths?
Especially since getting super high level gear and a cosmic blowjob induced power up by the ruinous powers. Abaddon is tanky enough to cop a black sword through the chest, strong enough to shatter a Primarch weapon in his hand and then kill a clone of said Primarch.
Wasn't the weapon a clone as well? Come on.
And annoying enough that he would throw a Blackstone fortress at Cadia to win the battle. Whilst that last achievement was definitely just poor sportsmanship, cheaters often come out on top, so it paradoxically improves his standing as a commander. Other notable victories of Abaddon's include beating Marneus Calgar. Now that doesn't sound very impressive, as Marneus is an old man, and Abaddon only really won because his gear was a way higher level, but considering the extreme levels of plot armor the Big Blue has, it's impressive he was wounded so badly. Seriously though, GW, it's time for Calgar to die. I promise we'll keep buying his model, but his time has come. The fight between Chaos's Chosen Boy and a Custodes would be legendary. A Custodes is faster, but Abaddon's armor and sheer power is greater. In lore, Abby would win purely through plot armor, but if that was stripped, I still think he would be able to manage it. Likely due to the Custodes going for a killing blow, landing it, then Abaddon tanking it, and then killing the Custodes. Pretty much an exact replication.
Or getting a rim job by the Chaos Gods and somehow, right before the killing blow would land, he would teleport behind him.
Of his fight with Old Man Sigismund. On the tabletop, Abby shits on a regular Custodes, but if you use the tabletop to power scale, then you're worse than a pedophile. This next one is really hard. I was really undecided between Sigismund and Nathaniel Garo, but come on, it's Sigismund.
I forgot about that.
Ziggy in his prime was a literal god of war, and Astartes that was chosen as the champion of the Emperor. Ziggy's the only Marine who could swap out for a named Custodes, and you wouldn't need to adjust any of their feats or achievements. This guy cuts through Space Marines like a Majorkill cuts through foreskin. He has taken punishment after punishment, but seems to be able to activate a Zen card.
What?
Swap out for a named Custodes, and you wouldn't need to adjust any of their feats or achievements. This guy cuts through Space Marines like a Majorkill cuts through foreskin. He has taken punishment after punishment, but seems to be able to activate a Zenkai or some other anime shit, cause he always gets up and keeps on killing. He was a beast before the Emperor chose him, but when he became the Emperor's champion, he took it to a whole nother level. During the Siege of Terra, he was basically given the task of wrecking every Chaos champion's tits. They died in droves against him as he hacked a bloody path. He has even fought against both Angron and Fulgrim, and whilst he lost both times, he was able to hurt Fulgrim and briefly hold his own against Angron. As Primarchs are usually described as gutter-stomping Space Marines like it's nobody's business, that's a big deal. In a fight against the Custodes, it would be Ziggy's skill, not strength or speed, that would win it for him. His uncanny ability to both parry and attack simultaneously could be enough to land a winning blow. Whilst he did lose against Abaddon, that was an old Ziggy, well past his prime. If you took Ziggy during the height of the Siege of Terra, he would have wiped the floor with Abby that day, and likely could do the same to the Emperor's favourite.
He probably was still lost because of plot armor, let's be honest.
Sons. Alright, fuck it. Let's add in Garo as well. Top 6 Space Marines that could beat a Custodes, baby. Also,
Okay.
you know, need to hit that 10-minute mark for reasons that I'm ashamed to say out loud. Nathaniel Garrow is not the kind of guy you would expect to get so strong. When the Horus Heresy kicked off, he had just lost a leg and got fucked pretty hard by a Slaneshi slut. He was then traumatized by the betrayal of his father and brothers, and he had to deal with all kinds of messed up shit getting to safety. At some point along the trial, he decided he was now King Arthur, and he started swinging around Excalibur. To be fair, he was already a great warrior and had earned numerous honours. On top of this, he gained a bunch of XP from completing a main story quest given by Malcador the Sigillite, in which that he needed to recruit a bunch of dudes to form the Grey Knights in the Inquisition. From there, he fought demonic dragons and other unique evil-ass entities, including a fly demon. When Abaddon and his elite Terminators tried to breach the walls of Terra, it was Garrow and his knights who intercepted them. Every single one of Abaddon's forces died, and Abby was beaten. Garrow went for the killing blow, but just as it was about to hit, Abaddon's plot armor went into overdrive, and he was teleported to safety at the last second. When the Grey Knights were originally formed, Garrow was rejected, not because he wasn't good enough, but because he was too good, and he was better spent killing bitches during the Siege of Terra rather than hiding on Pluto. That's right, this bold man was too good for the Grey Knights. In a fight against a Custodian, it would be Garrow's skill that would come out on top, the fight playing similarly to how Sigismund would fight it. Now for a more recent and absolutely...
Bro, did I guess all of them? Giant Shark Dude, there he is! To be honest, from all the people I have on my little list, I am most unsure about this dude winning against the Custodian. I don't know why. Like... So this is a normal Space Marine, right? Custodio would be bigger, he'd be a lot faster, he'd know shit. And this dude is just big, strong, very bulky. I don't know. I don't know if he'd be perfect for a 1v1. That's all I mean.
Space Marine, Tyberos, the Red Wake. Now, a big advantage Custodes have over Space Marines is that they're bigger and stronger.
Yeah.
The tabletop reflects this, and so does the lore. But then you get big motherfuckers like Tyberus, and suddenly that advantage doesn't seem so hot anymore. Tyberus, the chapter master of the Space Sharks, is currently the largest Space Marine in existence. Usually big Space Marines have their power armor augmented with Terminator armor to fit them. Tyberus has his Terminator armor augmented with Dreadnought armor to fit him. He also wields power fists that double as lightning claws that triple as chain hands. What? This is the closest Warhammer has gotten to One Punch Man. It's actually a crime we haven't seen more of this dude in the lore. In a fight against the Custodes, it would just be a matter of time before Tiberius could land a hit.
You think so?
The Custodes would likely be able to land multiple solid blows, but Tyberos would only need to hit him once to either kill or severely injure him. This could genuinely be considered the only case of David vs Goliath, where David is the Custodian, and gets raped with lightning power fist chain claws wielded by a literal shark man. Down to number 2, we have a character who used to be cool, but now they just kinda isn't. Khan, the Betrayer.
But Majorkill, Khan is a great avatar of Khorne and embodies him to great effect.
Shut your stupid fucking mouth to me before I tell Khan that you have an unclaimed skull. Just because he is like Khorne doesn't mean he's a good character. Just imagine how annoying someone in the real life would be if they genuinely followed Khorne. You need to wear fucking earbuds 24/7 around them. Khan used to be great, a likeable World Eater that did everything he could to uphold the glory and honor of the World Eaters. It was he who convinced Angron to lead the World Eaters after dozens others had died trying. He was a genuine bro, and formed friendships with all the other cool Space Marines like Argyle, Tal and Sigismund. These days, he's just a roided up angry fuckhead whose vocab only extends to 4 or 5 words, with half of those just being different ways to say blood. Whilst Khan as a character is more of a meme these days, his skill and strength are no joke. This guy has a kill counter installed in his helmet, which is in the millions. Considering he only really likes melee combat, that's a metric fuckton of killing. During the Siege of Terra, he dueled Sigismund and appeared to be winning, as it stated that Khan's anger actually makes him a better fighter, which completely contradicts all martial arts, but hey, I'm not a Space Marine, so I can't judge. He has taken out other heavy hitters, like Saint Celestine and the credibility of the World Eaters Legion. Honestly, between Angron and Khan, so many World Eaters have been team killed that there's barely any left. Who the fuck wants nails in their brains and a demonic daddy who still can't get over his dead mates 10,000 years later? Against the Custodes, the fury of Khan would be too great. The fight will likely go to similar to that of Azrael vs Khan, in that Azrael landed some good early hits due to his skill and discipline, but as the fight went on, Khan's fury continued to power him up until he became unstoppable. At that point, Azrael got the fuck out of there, but a Custodes would fight to the end. Khan would be messed up and covered in wounds, but with Daddy Korn patting him on the back, he would live to fight another day. Probably another fucking million days. Finally, our number one spot. A Space Marine who could not only take down a Custodes, but a named Custodes. We have Asterion Malok. The lore about this Spartan in space is sketchy.
What?
It's unknown. We have Asterion Malok. The lore about this Spartan in space is sketchy. It's unknown if multiple Marines had taken this mantle, or, you know, if the original Malok's consciousness gets transplanted to a new Marine when his old body's too damaged, or if it's just been the one dude the whole time. There is even a theory that he's a rogue experimental custodian himself, which is partially supported by the fact that he seems to potentially wield some kind of modified Guardian Spear, which is a Custodes exclusive DLC. Regardless of who or what he is, the man is a monster, leading the only known chapter of Loyalist Iron Warriors, the Minotaurs of the Hammer and the Anvil. Malok's greatest moment, however, when he came face to face with the Custodes Valerian, who was considered one of the best of the best. With just a stare down, Valerian genuinely doubted whether or not he could take on Malok. That's right, a named Custodes, the hero of the Lion's Gate, handcrafted by the Emperor and built to kill Space Marines, genuinely doubted if he could beat the Chapter Master of the Minotaurs. Unfortunately, the fight was interrupted before it could start, but the Minotaurs are in their own league of Space Marines. The only ones that perhaps can match their tomfoolery would be the Space Sharks. Those guys are insane. It's important to note that in this list of top 6 Space Marines that could beat a Custodian, in a real simulation without plot armor, it's impossible to say for sure who would win. If you have other Space Marines who you think could give it a red hot go, then chuck them down in the comments below. And that does us for today, guys. If you enjoyed the video and want to support the channel, then Patreon is the place to be. Only $1 per month give you access to a boatload of Warhammer hentai. On top of that, the photos from the lewd cosplay shoot I put together are also on Patreon to view for free for everyone. Hit the subscribe button, then hit the real subscribe button for more shit content. Join the Discord for more memes, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.
Yeah. Yes, where is my boy Dante? And I like how he didn't mention. Okay, I don't remember this, but I don't think Custodes have any special anti-psyker powers, right? They should be able to get clapped. There is a lot of good, like, what are they, chapter scholars or whatever they're called. They're like fat cock up in there on power scaling. Why can't they just like think hard enough and explode brain? I don't know. What do you guys think about my little list in the beginning? Let me know. Any of those you kind of feel are sus? I don't know. Out of this list, the one I feel like is the most maybe unable to beat a Custodes would be the shark guy. Just because he's like, he doesn't really have any special, you know, achievements in 1v1s besides, you know, being big, strong, very OP. But is that like, I mean, Abaddon's like fucking OP as hell because he has everything. Karn is like corn special little fuck cum dump, whatever it's called. Anyway, whatever. I'm curious about what you guys are gonna say about this. So quick thanks to the YouTube members and patrons. Pedro Martinez, Kamasco, Unit Swaz, Derek Sinu, Hill, Lemon, Monak, Madash, Ronic, Nat, James Bzon, Teru, Hideki, 25, Mark, Muzio, Nicole, Girgiev, Charlie, Lero, Olivia, Sangri, the Azazayas. Thank you all for the support, and I'll catch you all next time. Bye bye, everybody.